Never eat salty worms. Never eat salty worms. Never eat salty worms? Oh, hey, I was just practicing my compass skills. I hear we're going to be using those a lot in this unit. Oh, that kind of compass. Yeah, that makes sense considering this is a geometry class and not a wilderness survival one, huh? The geometric compass was invented many years ago to help mathematicians draw figures like lines and angles. This is called making constructions or constructing. Of course, we have other high-tech tools that help us with math now, but the information a compass can give us is still an important part of geometry, including what we'll be learning in this unit. In this video, we're going to go over how this unit is organized and what tools you'll need to have ready. Let's get into it. This unit is split up into two sections. The first section is primarily focused on lines. You'll learn some basic constructions involving lines that can be done using a straight edge and a compass, just like they've been done for thousands of years. Then you'll work your way up to more advanced concepts like measuring distance and finding points along a line segment. Then there'll be a wrap-up lesson that uses everything you've learned so far about lines all at once. After your lines wrap-up lesson, you'll start the second section of the unit, which is focused on angles. You'll learn some basic constructions and build up to other topics, such as the relationship between angles and angle measurements. You'll get a wrap-up for this section of the unit too. Then, you'll close things off with one big wrap-up lesson that mixes everything you've learned about lines and angles just to make sure that you remember everything. This is where those notes you're taking are going to come in handy. And speaking of notes, that's one of the materials you're going to need for this unit. You'll need to gather some tools for this unit. The first is a compass that looks like this. Compasses are used to make or construct all sorts of things, like mathematicians did back before we had all this newfangled technology. You'll also need a straight edge. Wait, hold on. This is a ruler. A straight edge is like a ruler, but without all the measurements. Rulers are kind of like cheating when it comes to using a compass, because when we explore how geometry developed many years ago, there weren't inches and centimeters. For the sake of this course, you could even use the edge of a folder as your straight edge. You don't need to buy a fancy metal one. You're also going to need your notes template printed out and ready to go, if you aren't already filling it out at this very moment. Our first lesson does not require a compass, so that gives you some time to go out and get one if you don't have one ready at home. Your notes template also has some ideas for alternatives to compasses and straight edges, but I highly recommend that you get these materials ready as soon as you can. It's going to be fun to go back into the past and discover what math was like when it began all those years ago, back when using a straight edge and compass was a lot more common. And it's going to be just as fun to see where math is today, now that we have more ways to measure and more technology available to us. I hope you have fun discovering these things in this unit. I'll see you again soon.